God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My child, listen carefully. I am sending you this message because I know the depth of your search and the thirst of your spirit for answers that no human knowledge has been able to offer. Before the sun illuminated the horizon today, I was already contemplating your heart with eternal love. I see when your soul becomes silent and when your thoughts turn into a storm. I know about those nights when you held back your tears, trying not to appear weak before the world. I know the prayer you made without speaking a single word, the request born only in the silence of your mind. Today I declare over you, you do not walk alone. I am with you. As it is written, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, and help you, and uphold you with my righteous right hand." Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. My child, when the weight of the journey tries to convince your heart that you are incapable, remember that I am your strength and your sustenance. You feel that you are ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love. Sometimes, all you need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings I have already reserved for you. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inner world and reflects in the outer one. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, spiritual and material, click the link fixed in the first comment. There, you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that will help you connect more deeply with my divine presence in your life. I carried you on the days when you believed you were moving forward only by your own courage. I sustained you when you thought there would be no way out. Therefore, declare with faith, God, I receive your strength in my soul. And so it shall be, for I take care of you, I renew your inner being, and I prepare a new time for your life, a time of peace, stability, and victory. I know there are pages of your story you wish you could remove, chapters that still cause pain when your mind returns to them, memories that feel like persistent shadows trying to silence your hope. I know the questions that were never answered, the decisions you did not understand, the doors that closed when you believed you were ready to walk through them. But I tell you, nothing was wasted, nothing happened outside my sight. I delivered you from paths that promised peace but hid storms. I silenced voices that would try to destroy your essence. I interrupted journeys that would distance you from your purpose. My child, there is love even in interrupted paths. There is care in the moments you called failure. There is protection in the time that seemed like delay. You did not lose what was yours. You were preserved from what would have destroyed you. Do not carry guilt for what ended, for endings are also part of my work, and many times they are the beginning of something greater. I turn loss into renewal, delay into preparation, pain into wisdom. Breathe and declare with faith, even without fully understanding, Lord, thank you for delivering me from what I could not see. For just as a father protects what the child cannot yet understand, I guard every detail of your life. My child, pay attention. I am working in every area of your life, even in those where you believe nothing is moving, for even when silence seems prolonged, I continue working. It is written, the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Psalm 138 verse 8, and this is an eternal promise that cannot be frustrated. I care for your health, even when your body does not perceive and your mind does not understand. I restore every broken part, every tired place, and every thought that tries to distance you from hope. I am aligning the answers your heart seeks, dismantling hidden confusion, reorganizing invisible pieces of your destiny. I am healing your wounded identity, because you are not what they said about you. You are what I declared before time existed. You have value, you have purpose, you have promise, and nothing can take that away from you. I have not abandoned you. I guide you even when your steps move through unfamiliar territory, for my presence accompanies you and my care protects you. So declare with faith and authority, even if your eyes cannot yet see the future clearly, God's purpose will not fail in my life. And so it shall be, because I watch over every word I have spoken over you. I know fear tries to approach when the future looks uncertain, and that your heart, at times, wished to return to where it once was, not because you wanted to quit, but because exhaustion spoke louder than your strength. I know your internal battles, your thoughts no one hears, your desire to continue, but also your pain when trying to remain firm. Yet I tell you, do not turn back. Do not abandon what I planted inside you, for no seed I placed in your spirit was in vain. The battle that rose against you did not come to destroy you, but to reveal who I am forming within you. I will strengthen you beyond human ability, because the strength I pour into your being is not of this world. What now seems like chaos and confusion will become testimony, a story of overcoming, living proof that I was with you in every detail. Endure a little longer, my child, for what I am preparing within you is greater than anything you have ever lived. What your eyes cannot yet see is already decreed in heaven and will manifest at the perfect time. Declare with truth and deep surrender, I choose to trust, even without understanding. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. My child, I am placing a peace within you that no storm will have the power to undo. It is a peace that does not rise and fall with the emotions of the day, nor does it change when the world shifts around you. It has been written, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 3. I am lifting the burden of pressures that were never meant to rest upon your heart. I am calming the sea of your emotions, and I am silencing the voices that whisper that nothing in your life will change. My peace will follow you as you sleep, as you walk, as you breathe. So stop for a moment and take a breath, little one. I am here with you. You do not have to earn this peace, and you do not have to fight for it. I am giving it to you because you are mine and because I know what your soul needs. The world may shake, but you will remain steady, for I am your rest, and I am your shelter. Comment, Lord, give me your peace that surpasses all understanding. I am preparing people who will walk with you in the next season of your life. They will speak life into you, not discouragement. They will help you grow, not shrink. They will honor your journey, not mock your wounds. I am reorganizing the relationships around you, because what I am building in you is sacred, and not every voice may enter this place. I am removing alliances that slow your healing, and I am bringing connections that will strengthen your faith. You have not been alone, not even once, and now the help you have prayed for is coming closer. There will be doors that open without you forcing them. There will be paths that rise beneath your steps. There will be clarity where confusion once lived, and you will know that my hand has done it. You will see support, encouragement, and divine alignment. I will surprise you with timely answers, unexpected favor, and the right people at the right moment. Comment: I receive the new connections God is preparing for my life. My plans for you are greater than you have imagined for yourself. It has been written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no human mind has conceived the things God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9. You learned to expect little because pain taught you to protect yourself. You grew used to disappointment and started believing that extraordinary things were not meant for you. But I am breaking this lie inside you. I dreamed big dreams over your existence before you ever took your first breath. I wrote chapters filled with honor, healing, growth, restoration, and new beginnings. I will lead you into places where you will smile for things you once cried over. I am not limited by what hurt you. I am not restricted by what you lost. I am the God who transforms ashes into beauty, and I am lifting your eyes again. Comment: I believe what God has prepared is greater than my fears. Prepare your heart, my child, for I am restoring areas of your life you once believed were beyond repair. I am placing light back into your eyes where disappointment tried to dim your vision. I am returning strength to your hands, even where exhaustion made you feel incapable of continuing. I am reawakening purpose in your steps, guiding you into a future filled with clarity and meaning. Every season that brought you to tears had a purpose, even the moments you still struggle to understand. What once brought shame will become a testimony of honor. What caused mourning will be transformed into laughter that rises from the depths of your spirit. What was taken from you will not return in the same form. No, it will return renewed, multiplied, and far more beautiful than before. What was interrupted will begin again, this time with maturity, wisdom, and depth that only experience can cultivate. You will see life growing in places others believed were only ruins. You will rise in territories where voices claimed nothing would survive. I am the God who rebuilds what the enemy tried to bury and the one who causes gardens to grow from lifeless ground. Comment: I receive the restoration that comes from God's hands. It is written, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31. My child, hear me now, I am renewing your strength in this very moment. I am breathing life into places within you that felt numb, silent, dry, and forgotten. The parts of your heart that were discouraged will begin to hope again. I am teaching you to walk with purpose, to think with wisdom, and to love without fear of being wounded again. The season of paralysis, where you felt unable to move, unable to decide, unable to believe, is ending. You will not remain chained to your past experiences or trapped by memories that tried to define your worth. You will not be held hostage by old wounds. I am pouring fresh vision into your mind, fresh courage into your spirit, and fresh strength into your body. You will rise again and again, not by your own power, but because I am your God, and I do not fail. Even when you cannot see the way forward, I am supplying strength for your next step. Comment: I will renew my strength in God every day. Now hold this truth within you: I am making all things new. Do not fear what lies ahead, for I go before you, preparing every detail. Do not grieve what is behind you, for I am the God of new beginnings, and I am not finished with your story. Promises you have waited for with tears are unfolding. Miracles are being released. Answers are moving toward you, even in moments when you feel nothing is changing. You will not be put to shame. You will not be defeated. You will not be forgotten. I have chosen you, marked you, sustained you, protected you, and prepared you for what is already on its way. Lift your head. Breathe deeply. Step forward. Your future is not something distant, you have already entered into it. What you feared losing will be transformed into something better. What felt delayed will arrive at the perfect time. The doors that seemed closed will open before you, and the opportunities that vanished will return in greater form. Walk boldly, for I am with you, and I never abandon my children. Comment: Father, I move forward because you are with me. There will come moments in your journey when your heart stands at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take, and every path appears equally clouded by uncertainty. It is in that sacred space of confusion that I become the compass of your soul, the one who gently turns your gaze toward the true north that I ordained for your life. You may feel lost, yet you are never outside the reach of my guidance. I have walked all the roads ahead of you, and I know the way, even when you cannot see more than one step at a time. I am the voice that whispers direction when every other voice becomes noise, the steady hand that keeps you anchored when your thoughts run in circles. My timing will not always align with your expectations, and there will be days when you question why answers seem delayed. But I tell you this: I am never late, and I am never early. I arrive at the exact moment that aligns with the growth of your character and the unfolding of your destiny. What you interpret as pauses are often the very moments when I am building the strength you will soon need. Nothing in your life has been random. Every encounter, every victory, every disappointment, every detour has been woven into a design that exceeds your understanding. Even the situations you wish you could erase are being sculpted into the architecture of your purpose. I knew the shape of your tears long before they ever touched your face, and yet I allowed none of them to fall without gathering them, storing them, transforming them into rivers of future joy. There have been seasons when you believed time was wasted, when you looked at certain chapters of your life with regret and wondered if you would have been further along had you chosen differently. Yet I say to you today, no moment was wasted. What you call delay, I call preparation. What you call loss, I call refinement. You are not the same person you were years ago, months ago, or even yesterday. You have been deepened, stretched, strengthened, and taught in ways that will bless the very people you have yet to meet. Nothing I allow is meaningless, for I am the author of your days and the keeper of every detail. Before you took your first breath, I knew the entire story of your life, including every person who would walk with you for a season, and every person who would walk away. I saw each moment when you felt unseen, unheard, and misunderstood, and even then I was shaping the empathy that would make you a safe place for others. When the world measured your worth by what you could accomplish, I treasured you for who you are becoming. The wisdom you will carry into your future could only be formed by the roads you did not want to walk. Every valley created a new depth in you, and every mountain taught you to breathe at greater heights. I am not finished with you, and every day still holds purpose. You will not walk a path free of struggle, but you will never face those struggles without my presence. Darkness may surround you at times, and questions may rise like storms, but I am beside you in every shadowed place. I do not abandon you when doubt whispers that I am distant. I do not withdraw when disappointment convinces you that you are alone. I do not stop loving you when fear tries to convince you that you are too much or not enough. I am with you in every valley and every mountaintop, celebrating your triumphs and holding your heart in your battles. So today, choose to trust me, not because you always feel strong, but because I have promised never to leave you. Trust me not because circumstances are predictable, but because my character is unchanging. There will be days when your emotions speak loudly, but feelings were never meant to be the foundation of your faith. I am your foundation. My truth is your anchor, and my word stands when everything else shifts. Storms may come, indeed, some are already on the horizon, but storms do not dictate your destiny. I have walked through storms that you have yet to experience, and I have overcome every single one. The wind may shake you, but it cannot uproot what I have planted. The waves may rise, but they cannot drown what I sustain. You may see closed doors, but I see timing. You may see impossibility, but I see miracles in motion. There will be moments when life feels like a maze with no exit, when you pray for breakthrough and instead face another wall. Yet what you call a dead end, I call a new beginning disguised as stillness. When you believe there is no way forward, I am already preparing a path that will make sense only after you walk it. While you focus on what is missing, I am aligning the resources you will need. While you look at the problem, I am shaping the solution. My vision is not bound by time, and where you see limits, I see expansion. I am not intimidated by what intimidates you. I am not overwhelmed by what overwhelms you. Every impossibility is an opportunity for my glory to be revealed in ways you never anticipated. I have seen every obstacle you will face, and I have prepared strength for each one. Do not despise the challenges, for they are often the very tools I use to sharpen your discernment, deepen your faith, and awaken gifts that would have remained hidden without pressure. Growth often looks like struggle before it looks like progress. You may not understand this now, but there will come a day when you will thank me for the very doors that did not open and the prayers that did not receive the answer you expected. Some things were not denial, they were redirection toward something greater. Your tears have not been pointless. They have watered the soil in which future promises will bloom. Every silent night when you carried more than you could speak, I was working in places you could not see, orchestrating outcomes you will one day marvel at. Waiting is not a pause in your story, waiting is part of your becoming. In seasons when you wondered whether I had forgotten you, I was preparing you so that when the answer comes, you will be able to sustain the blessing rather than lose it to haste. You see your life in segments, but I see it in completion. You see a single chapter, but I see the story's conclusion, and it is filled with redemption, strength, and impact. You look in the mirror and sometimes see only your flaws, but I see the person you are becoming, resilient, compassionate, refined with purpose. You may feel insignificant, but I know the difference your life will make. There is no other you in all of existence. In all of eternity, there will never be another heart designed exactly like yours. You were crafted with intention, gifted with abilities that no one else will ever express in the same way. Your life carries weight that you do not yet comprehend. So do not measure yourself by someone else's progress, for each person's journey unfolds at a different pace. You were created to flourish on the timeline I designed for you, not the timeline others expect of you. Your story is not behind schedule. You are not late. You have not failed to become who you were meant to be. I am still shaping you, and every experience, seen and unseen, is contributing to a future more meaningful than anything you have imagined. You carry a purpose that will touch lives in ways you may never realize fully in this lifetime. Even now, I am preparing opportunities, connections, and breakthroughs that align with the calling on your life. Others may seem ahead of you, but you are not running their race. You are tending a garden that will bloom in the season designed specifically for it. Nourish your gifts. Honor your journey. Trust that nothing I promised has been stolen or forgotten. There is more ahead for you, more growth, more joy, more depth, more beauty. I did not create you to merely survive. I created you to shine, to influence, to lift others, to carry a voice that will add light to darkened places. So walk forward with confidence. I am guiding you, I am with you, and I am not finished writing your story. There is something far more valuable than trying to be better than the world around you. It is learning to become the best and most healed version of yourself. The journey of growth is not about competing for significance or comparing your steps to the pace of others. It is about unfolding into the person you were always capable of becoming, even when you did not believe in your own potential. I am working in you every day, even in the hours you do not perceive my movement. While you sleep, I am restoring corners of your heart where memories have bruised you, where disappointment has built silent walls, and where your spirit has longed for renewal. When you are working and doing your best to build a stable life, I am preparing the ground ahead of you, opening pathways that you will need in the future. While you rest and regain your strength, I am arranging the presence of people who will walk with you, people who will speak life into your process, encourage your purpose, and recognize your value. Not a single prayer, whisper, tear, or silent request you have ever offered has disappeared into emptiness. Every word reaches me. Every ache is understood. Every request is evaluated through a love so deep that nothing escapes my attention. And yes, sometimes the answer comes quickly, like a door wide open in front of you. Sometimes the answer is no, not because you are undeserving, but because I am protecting you from what would harm your soul, your future, or the calling I am shaping within you. And then there are the seasons in which the answer is wait, not as a punishment, but as preparation for a blessing that requires maturity, wisdom, and capacity to hold what will be given. Every response, whether yes, no, or wait, is drenched in love and designed for your good. You do not yet see the entire picture, but I see every chapter from beginning to end. You have fought silent battles in your mind, those thoughts that tell you that you are not enough, that you do not deserve to be loved, that you will never rise, that you are defined by your weakness or your past. These thoughts are not born from my heart. They are not a reflection of my truth. They come from the enemy of your soul, a voice that fears your potential and trembles at the thought of your freedom. He tries to keep you small, to make you surrender your dreams, to convince you that your existence carries no weight or purpose. But the truth, the everlasting truth, is that you are deeply loved, more than your emotions can comprehend, more than any human relationship has ever shown you, more than your failures can destroy. My love for you is not dependent on your performance, nor on how well you behave, nor on your ability to always get everything right. It flows from who I am, not from what you do. When I forgive you, it is complete. I do not cleanse your soul halfway nor leave traces of accusations for later. You are not defined by the mistakes you regret nor by the wounds you carry. When I remove the stains of your past, they are gone. When I restore what was damaged, it becomes whole again. That is why you must not allow your past to become a prison that suffocates the brightness of your future. Your history may contain chapters of pain, loss, confusion, and regret, but it does not define the hope ahead of you. I am preparing a future filled with joy, joy you did not believe you could feel again, laughter you thought you had lost, strength you forgot you possessed. Do not allow the shadows of yesterday to dim the light I am bringing into your tomorrow. I have already arranged divine appointments in your path, people who will help carry your burdens, people who will speak truth when lies attempt to overwhelm your mind, people who will love you in ways that remind you of your worth. Some of these people are already around you, though you may not yet understand the role they will play in your story. Others will arrive exactly at the moment they are needed, carrying answers, opportunities, wisdom, and the type of companionship your heart has prayed for. I am preparing opportunities you have not imagined. Doors will open that do not align with human logic. Invitations will come that you did not expect. Pathways will appear in places where you once saw impossibility. Some opportunities will look small at first, so small that you may question whether they matter, but they carry the seeds of great harvest. Others will be so evidently extraordinary that you will know without hesitation, only I could have made them happen. I am providing for every area of your life, not only the necessities of survival, but the deepest needs of your heart. You long for love, for belonging, for purpose, for meaningful connection, and I know these desires well. I place them within you. Your lack does not limit me. Your financial restrictions do not prevent my provision. Your wounds do not intimidate me. I specialize in using ordinary people, people who have doubted themselves, people who have been rejected, people who think they are not ready, to accomplish extraordinary things. I take what the world labels weak and reveal strength. I transform fear into courage, brokenness into healing, and impossibilities into testimonies. I know the dreams you have hidden from the world, the ones you thought were too unrealistic, too unreachable, too large to ever be fulfilled. Some of those dreams were planted by my own hand, and though they may have slept for a while, they are not dead. Do not abandon the dreams you laid aside because life became difficult or because someone's words convinced you that you were aiming too high. The time that has passed was not wasted. It was preparation. I have been expanding your emotional, spiritual, and mental capacity so you can carry what I intend to give you. You are being prepared to influence more lives than you realize, to lift others, to bring healing with your testimony, to shine where darkness believed it had already won. Growth is not always comfortable. Becoming whole is not always painless. But every season has been shaping you for something greater. Trust the process, even when it feels unclear. There will be moments when you wonder if you have taken the wrong path, if your efforts have been in vain, if your faith has been ignored. But I see the full design. I know every shortcut and every delay that will protect you. I am leading you with intention, not abandonment. When you choose what is right, even when it requires sacrifice, when you trust me despite not understanding my timing, when you choose to love even when love has disappointed you, you are planting seeds that will multiply into a future of blessing. I honor faithfulness. When you are faithful with little, I open the door to much. And when you are faithful away from the applause of others, I make sure that the reward is seen at the appointed time. Battles will come, but your struggle is not against flesh and blood, it is not against people, but against spiritual influences that want to silence your progress and disconnect you from your destiny. Therefore, do not fight with anger, pride, or fear. Fight with truth, faith, peace, and perseverance. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. You have not been disqualified. You have not ruined my plans for you. What is ahead is far greater than what is behind. Stay close to me. Dream again. Hope again. Believe again. You are becoming the version of yourself that I always saw, even when you could not recognize it. And nothing, nothing, will stop what I have promised over your life. When you pray, you are not whispering into the air, you are speaking into eternity, and the heavens respond. When you worship, you tear down walls that were built against you. When you trust me in silence, even without answers, you strike the enemy with a blow he cannot recover from. I fight your battles, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. When you do not know how to defend yourself, I become your defense. When you do not know how to move forward, I become your strategy. And when you have no strength left to fight, I fight for you. You do not win because you are strong, you win because I am with you. And even when you sleep, I am still working. There are victories you celebrate today that were formed while you were unaware, victories shaped in the night, while your tears were still drying on your pillow. I see every wound you carry, even the ones you do not speak about. The wounds from childhood, the wounds from broken trust, the wounds from abandonment, betrayal, disappointment, and loss. Some of these wounds have names, others are shadows that you have learned to live with. But you must understand this, every wound matters to me. I am the healer of the seen and unseen, and nothing you feel is ignored in my presence. I am restoring the years that you think were wasted. The time you believe was lost, I am redeeming. The opportunities you think you missed, I am restoring. The seasons where you feel you failed, I am transforming into wisdom. Nothing is beyond my ability to rebuild. The little you place in my hands becomes more than enough. The small seed you plant with trembling faith becomes a tree that shelters many lives. Do not despise small beginnings, for everything great in my kingdom begins with something small, a seed, a word, a step, a heart willing to believe. You look at yourself and see little, I look at you and see destiny. You see broken pieces, I see a masterpiece being formed. Your scars are not proof of defeat but proof of survival, proof that you passed through fire and came out refined. Your scars are medals of honor in the spiritual realm, testimonies of how my love sustained you when nothing else could. You have gone through storms that tried to silence your voice, but your presence on this earth still echoes with purpose. Nothing you have lived will be wasted. Every tear you cried is a river of healing for someone else. Every battle you endured is a story of encouragement for a heart that feels alone. You are part of something greater than yourself. Your life touches lives you do not even know. Your choices shape generations you may never meet. Long after your footsteps leave this earth, the impact of your obedience and faith will remain. I have written legacy into your identity, not the legacy the world celebrates, but the legacy that heaven recognizes. A legacy of faith, courage, love, perseverance, and hope. You are not insignificant. Your existence is deliberate. Every day you live has purpose. Every person you meet can receive light through you. Every action of kindness you give becomes a seed planted in eternity. Do not compare your journey to others. Every person has their own race to run, their own mountain to climb, their own mission to fulfill. Run your race with your eyes on me. Climb your mountain with my strength. Complete your mission with heaven's breath in your lungs. The world needs the unique sound of your life, your voice, your love, your story, your light. I am proud of you, not because you have done everything right, but because you have tried when you wanted to give up. I have seen the moments you chose forgiveness when it would have been easier to remain bitter. I saw when you loved even with a wounded heart. I saw when you stood up after falling. I saw when you believed again after disappointment. I saw when you prayed even when your faith felt small. I saw when you were kind to someone who did not value you. I saw when you continued walking through pain with integrity. You are my masterpiece, crafted with intention. There is no one like you, and there never will be. The differences you see as flaws, I see as the very things that make you capable of carrying the mission you were born for. You have gifts that will open doors at the right time. You have experiences that will heal others when you speak. You have a heart that has survived what was meant to break you. And because of that, you will walk in authority in places where others have no voice. The world has not yet seen the full expression of what I placed inside you. But it will. So, my child, as you continue your journey, remember this truth: you are loved with a love that has no conditions. You are defended by a power that never weakens. You are guided by wisdom that never fails. And you are held by hands that will never let you go. Live with courage. Stand with faith. Dream with boldness. Walk with grace. And when the night feels long, remember, morning always comes. I am your Father, your defender, your healer, your provider, your strength, your song, your shelter, your peace. I am the one who calls you beloved. And nothing, no voice, no battle, no season of pain, can change what I have spoken over you. You are mine, and I am with you, always. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.